I thought I'd read another story. Today I'm going to read When God Made You by Matthew Paul Turner and David Catrow. So this is a great book. Look at these colors, right? Fabulous. I'm going to turn a little sideways so that I could read along with you. When God Made You. Can you see that, right? You, when God made you all shiny and new, an incredible you, a you all your own, a you unlike anyone else ever known. Oh my gosh, I love that. Look at this. She's having a nose off with her dog. An exclusive design, one God defined. You're a perfectly crafted one of a kind. Because when God made you, somehow God knew that the world needed someone exactly like you. I think this is so great. God thinks about you. God was thinking of you long before you debuted. From the very beginning in history and time, you, little one, never left God's mind. Now she's in the bathroom. God imagined you eyes, your head shape and size, and knew what you'd look like when you felt surprised. God pictured your nose and all of your toes. The sound of your voice, God had it composed. The lines on your hands and your hair, every strand. God knew every detail like it was all planned. Yep, that's right. God planned you. One of a billion of faces from cultures, all races, people God made from all different places. Right? Everyone is made in God's image. God knew you. God knew your name. God pictured your frame. God, your picture is framed. God's family without you would not be the same. Right? Absolutely. Oh, this one's fun. Because when God made you, this much is true. The world got to meet who God already knew. Look at all of those fun people, right? Look at that. But God already knew you before even your mom and your dad, or your mom and your mom, or your mom, or your dad, or your parents, or your grandparents. God knew you before all of us, even your pastor, me. You, when God sees you, God delights in what is and sees only what's true. That you, yes, you, in all of your glory, bring color and rhyme and rhythm to God's story. I like that. Right? That's pretty fun. They're looking at flowers. So be you, fully you. A show-stopping review. Live your life in full color every time, every hour, every hue. Discover, explore, have faith, but love more. And learn and relearn all that God made you for. I like that picture. She's thinking about what God made her for, what her gifts are. Use your talents and passions, those gifts that God fashioned. Think up ideas and then put them in action. So she was thinking about what she was going to draw and create, and then she started doing it. Because God loves you creating, your true self displaying. When lights on the inside through art is portraying, when you make believe the stories conceived, the heroics, the magic, those tricks up your sleeve, Look at that. She's painting on the ground. Are you painting with chalk outside? It's a great way to make our neighbors feel loved, right? Man, she is going to town. That's fabulous. When you dance alone, look at, she is dancing. When you dance alone, spinning like a cyclone, being whoever, whatever in a world all your own. Look at that. That is a big paintbrush. God smiles, and here's why. In the spark of your eye, a familiar reflection shines bright from inside. Look at that. I wonder what the reflection is that's shining out. Because when God made you in the world, oot and odd, in heaven, they called you an image of God. That's right. What sparkles out from the inside of you, your heart, your best days, your best gifts shared, that's a reflection of God. We are all made in God's image. You, when God dreamed about you, God dreamed all that in you will be true. So when you let out your truest self, what makes you the most joyful, that is when you are closest to God. That is when you are reflecting God. That you, God's you, will be hopeful and kind, a giver who lives with all heart, soul, and mind. Look at that. Look at all of that joy and color being spread. Now that can happen with paints, that can happen with math, that can happen with cooking, with soccer, whatever makes your heart happy and whatever blesses other people is a reflection of God. So look at this. She has painted all of these things, right? Everybody, all that color, all that joy. A dreamer who dreams in big and small themes. One who keeps dreaming in journeys upstream. That's right. Look at those pictures. I don't know who David Crowdow is, but man, I like his illustrations. A mover, a shaker, a lover of nature. Look at, she's drawn this huge bird carrying her big teddy bear and her friend. Isn't that great? A builder of bridges, you, the peacemaker. Look at that. When we are the fullness of who we are, it moves us. A you who views others as sisters and brothers and lives by 3 words. Love one another. Look at that. She's flying because she's shared all of her gifts. Isn't that great? I love that. Pull it back a little bit. A confident you, strong and brave too. So many colors, right? Do you think that kind of looks like Jesus with her? And her teddy bear and her dog? I love it. You being you is God's dream come true. When you are you, the fullness of you, you are God's dream come true. That's what God hopes for you. That's what I pray for you, is that you get to be the fullness of you. Because when God made you, all heaven was beaming. Look at the shadow, right? The shadow of them flying up above, and the bunny is like, what? What's going on? There's a sprinkler. Over you, God was smiling and already dreaming. God thinks about you. God loves you. God is with you. When God Made You, by Matthew Paul Turner, and illustrations by David Crowdow. Have a good day, friends.